All right, JJ.
Hey, Coach, how's it going?
Well, good, JJ. How about you?
Oh, not too bad. Thanks for joining us today. What would you say the overall confidence level is with the team right now?
Overall, I don't really know. Coach Trader would know that better than myself, but I can tell you defensively, we're excited and looking forward to another opportunity to go out and play and, play with more passion and more disciplined football.
What's the physicalness been like this week in practice?
It's been much the same. We have a culture, we have a process that we're doing, and it's part of the triangle of toughness where our schedule doesn't change an entire lot. It's based upon, the culture and the things that coach has that he thinks is best for our team. All in all, certain plays change, but the intensity, the mindset, all of those things remain the same on every week.
Okay, Greg.
Coach, did you feel like you needed to be a little bit more physical in practices this week or tackle a little bit more? That was something Jeff mentioned to us on Monday.
I don't know. I don't think we were lack of physicality. I think our kids didn't turn down any shots, but I think what we did, we were poor fundamentally. And we had more missed tackles than what we're used to. And that goes back to doing the little things right, being assignment, discipline, doing your job, and 11 hats getting to the ball. So all in all, we just emphasize more fundamentals. And of course, it's going to be a physical ball game, so our kids are well aware of that going into Saturday.
It feels like we've checked in on this a few times through the year, but just the physical toll of playing week after week, how do you feel like your group is holding up at this point?
I'm sure we're just like any other team across the country. We have some guys that banged up. Where we would like to see them on the field performing, especially with our defensive line. But, with 2020 being the way that it is, there's so many things that's unpredictable, such as the COVID and all the other things that just adds to it. But all in all, we got enough to go out and compete, and we feel confident that those guys will go out and do it.
One of the other things Jeff mentioned to us this week is trying to make this a November to remember, he said. How do you guys look at these last 4 games in terms of an opportunity or a chance to make a statement? Is that something you've seen from the players or that you feel yourself?
My biggest thing is let's take advantage of each opportunity one at a time. And that's all we can do is win today. And do the best that we can in this 24-hour segment, and then let tomorrow take care of itself. And if we do those things, if we put together and be the team that we would like to be in all 3 phases, and we feel like it can be some memories of a lifetime, as of course comes with victories in the process. We like to take it 1 week at a time.
So then, along those lines, as you get ready for Rice, what jumps out about them, or what are the biggest challenges you'll face this week?
Well, first of all, they're well coached. They're fundamentally sound, and they're a team that doesn't beat themselves. They run the ball extremely well. They have tight ends that can catch the ball just as much as they can pass block, and they have a receiver that probably under the radar that some people say is maybe one of the best in the country. So they're a well-balanced offense. They have a senior-driven offense at quarterback. He's a guy that's very experienced and understands the run game and what plays to get them in and get them out of. So our kids going to have to play really well, and that's what we expect to do. And hopefully we can get into a dogfight and see what happens.
Did you feel good about the defensive performance against FAU overall, or how did you evaluate it when you looked back?
Oh, I thought it was average at best. I was very disappointed. Number 1 in our assignments, and number 2 fundamentally, I thought we did a poor job. And that all goes back to me. I have to have the guys prepare better, and I expect them to play better. They expect certain things out of me as well. So collectively, as a group, we were average at best, and hopefully we can fix a lot of things that went wrong last week.
I think this was the second game in a row that we saw a much stronger defensive performance in the second half compared to the first. Do you notice a difference in how your guys play one half versus the other?
Well, I think statistics speak for itself. I think course, the La Tech game is history now, but we played an outstanding second half, and our offense played a big part in that as well. And last week we played a much better second half than we did first. What we have to do is learn to, adapt, adjust a lot quicker, and that not only goes to the players, but that's to myself as well. And maybe we can get a better feel early in the game instead of waiting to the second half to make adjustments and things like that.
So is that along those lines more about sort of feeling out your opponent and what they're trying to do, or is that just like finding the intensity and the readiness to play within your own unit?
Well, I think each team does a good job of evaluating the strength and weaknesses of their team. They do the same thing to us defensively. In this fast-paced offensive world, and it's all spread offense, you're going to see a new wrinkle here and there every week. And, if our kids at some point can handle all the adjustments, and there's no way to prepare for everything. You can educate them, you can put them in position, and this team may do it a little different this week than the week before, but we just have to apply our rules. And, it goes back to fundamentals, putting our eyes in the right place, carrying out the assignments, and playing fundamentals football. And we can get on and off the field.
It was interesting to see last week that Tyler Monkey got the start at inside linebacker ahead of Jamal Ligon, and Coach Traylor was telling us that was just based on competition through the week. What did you see from those two through practices last week that led to that decision?
Well, I actually took last week's performance and the game against La Tech. I thought Jamal looked like a freshman a little bit in that game. He looked like a varsity guy from the day he stepped on campus and played like one. But we earned the right to play, and I've said that before. And you earn the right to start. And I thought Tyler outperformed him in that ball game and throughout the previous week. So, with that thing happened the way it did, it's competition. All I got is understand that in each position. It's competitive each week, and best guy wins, but they both will play, and I expect the same thing this week.
Did you think Jamal responded to that pretty well? It seemed like he played at a high level once he got in the game against FAU.
Jamal is a kid that plays with a tremendous motor regardless. He played for a great high school coach and a good high school program. And he has a lot of character that came from his upbringing and the way he plays the game. He plays the game with a lot of passion. He plays the game with high intensity. He has a tremendous focus about the game at that time. So those things are very valuable to me, especially at playing linebacker. He responded like he would anything else. He took it head on, didn't pout, didn't point fingers. He just said, "Coach, I'm ready. I'm ready to compete and get better." And that's what I've seen from him all week.
Okay, anything else for Coach Nix? All right, thanks everyone.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.